Hey, welcome. In this video, I want to show you the best way to style your Django projects. So let's start. Here I have base HTML. The idea for this page is to contain all the common elements, the elements that it will be displayed in multiple pages. For example, on this one, I have a navbar that I want this to be visible on most of my pages. So as you can notice, this page, it's a full HTML5 structure with the doc type, head, and all of that. I have a link to Bootstrap here. I have a Bootstrap navbar that I just copy and pasted from the website. And I have the script for Bootstrap. The important part of this base HTML is this section, the block content. That defines the area where other pages will put their own content. The children pages will render elements in here. For example, here I have a home HTML, the home page. And in here, the first time that I'm doing it, I'm extending base HTML. I'm defining the same block, the block content, and I'm declaring a heading one. And here inside this block content, you will put all your HTML, all your content. What the Django rendering process will do, it will copy the content, it will put it here instead of the block content, and that will be the page presented to the user. And the same for the rest of the pages. Maybe the login page will be here, the home page, the contact us, any page that you want. Other important notes here, it's on the home page on your children HTML pages. You don't create the full structure of an HTML page. As you can see, no head, no body, just the content that we want to put inside here. Now let's add CSS to this project. The first step is go to your application, in my case recipes, create a new folder that must be called static, and inside the static let's create another folder for the styles and maybe a second folder for the scripts. There we go. Let's add a CSS file here in styles. Let's call it base CSS to match my base HTML. And the idea for this page is to contain only common CSS that will apply to the base HTML or that will apply to all your pages, like the background color, the font families, the font colors and things like that. But it should not contain specifics. Like it should not contain the margin or the spacing for the login page. Login page should have its own CSS. So let me add two simple rules here for the base CSS. Okay, there we go. Now let's go to base HTML and let's import this base CSS that we just created. Let's do it here inside the head, of course. The first step is to load your static. Then let's link the styles folder with the base CSS file. Perfect. So let's save the changes and let's see if this works. Let me run the system and show you the browser. So here's the browser, and as you can see, the CSS is working. It's changing the background color of the navbar as well as putting some super light gray background on the page that is not fully white. So CSS is working. Now, the important part of this video is how the specific children can add their own CSS to your project. To show you that, let me create another CSS file here. Styles folder, new file, home CSS. That will belong to the home, that will apply to the home CSS, of course. Let me create a simple rule, maybe for the heading one, that is the only thing that I have in my home right now. So simple style for the heading one. A common mistake is to link all your CSS files in the home and the base HTML, where you want to render the next file here below and then call base and also call home. It's not a good idea because you will be loading home CSS on all the pages, even if it doesn't apply. Maybe the user is in the login page, but you are still loading home CSS and you can have crashes between your CSS rules. Another common mistake is to load it here inside your content. It may work, but what you end up doing is you are putting the load instruction inside here. You are loading a CSS in the middle of the body. That's not recommended. So the proper way to do it is on your base HTML, on your layout, declare sections, declare blocks. Right now we have just this block, the block content, but we can easily create more blocks. I want to create a block in here for the styles. That way any particular page, any particular children of base HTML can send content to inside the block. That usually will be the CSS for specific pages in here. And the same way that we are creating a block for styles, let's create another block for scripts here below. the same to allow any specific children to render scripts here to load their own JS files. So let's go back to home HTML and let's render inside that block. So we say extend HTML, and on a block called styles, let's end the block, of course. Let's render the script. Let's render the link for your script. And there it is. This way, home HTML will instruct the base HTML to put this link in here, resulting in this. This is what the end result will be for the rendering process. Of course, it needs to render these to proper URLs, but that's the idea, right? And if you want to render your own JavaScript, you will do the same. You will create maybe here below, or the location don't actually matter, but in a block called scripts without typos works better. Let's end the block and load some JavaScript files, please. Let's see homepage. Let's see the end result of all of these changes. Whoops, I have an error because I'm using a static in here without actually loading the statics first. I will load the statics and let's get back to the browser. There it is. So it's working. You can see that it's centered, a little margin from the top. That was my simple rule. And let's inspect now the end result, how this page is being rendered or how the browser sees this page. It's pretty well organized. As you can see here on the head, we have the link for the base CSS and the link for the home CSS. And on the bottom, we have the link for the JavaScript and the place where the specific pages like home or login can link or load their own script files. That is this instruction here. So that's it for this video. I just want to show you really quick the proper way to organize your Django projects regarding the style and the common elements that it's my base HTML, and to create different blocks or sections in your layout page so specific pages can render the content in them. So if you want to see how I create this project, please watch my previous video where we created this full project, and it's part of a Django series of videos where I show you how to work with Django and Django Forms. Subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. My name is Sergio and this is Live by the Code.